Dear students, very good morning. Welcome to DCE Digital Learning. This is Ramesh GK, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government First Grade College and PG Center, Shedlighatta, Chikkaballapura district. Dear students, let us continue with the practical oriented problems on liquidation of companies. We have another problem. Already we have completed 4 problems. Now let us go through problem number 5. From the following details, prepare liquidator's final statement of account. Assets as per the book value given in the question: land and buildings 3 lakh, plant and machinery 1,80,000, furniture 60,000, stock and debtors 40,000 and cash in hand rupees 5,000. Liabilities, debentures 4 lakh and creditors 2 lakh 30,000. This is about assets and liabilities. The assets other than land and building realized at 10% less. That means except land and building, all other assets, that is 3 assets, realized less than 10% of their book value. Land and building realized 25% more. That is land and building realized 25% more than its book value. Then liquidation expenses amounted to rupees 2,500. Liquidator's remuneration 2% on assets realized except cash and 3% on amount distributed on secured creditors. This is the question given. Now let us work out the question. As per the requirement of the problem, we have to prepare liquidator's final statement of account. On the left hand side of the statement, we have to take cash in hand. As per the information given in the question, it is rupees 5,000. Take it 5,000. Assets realized as per the information given in the question, land and building realized 25% more than the book value. So 3 lakh plus 25%, 3 lakh 75,000. Other assets realized 10% less. So plant and machinery book value 1,80,000 less 10%, 1,62,000. Furniture book value 60,000 less 10%, 54,000. Stock and debtors 40,000 less 10%, 36,000. If you total all the 4 value, you will get 6,27,000. This is the value of assets realized. This is about debit side. Now let us come to credit side. First, liquidation expenses as given in the question. Liquidation expenses 2,500. Take it on the payment side. Liquidator's remuneration. There are 2 items, 2 values are there. First, 2% on assets realized except cash. Andre cash and bitbiಟ್ಟು 6,27,000 ಮೇಲೆ 2% 6,27,000 into 2%, 12,540. Then 2% on the amount distributed to unsecured creditors. Right now we don't know what is the amount available to unsecured creditors, so we shall work out that remuneration later. Next we shall make the payment to debentures. After debentures we should make the payment to unsecured creditors. So before making payment to unsecured creditors, first let us work out what is the amount available to unsecured creditors. Calculation of amount available to unsecured creditors. Total amount available 6,32,000, that is 627 plus 5, 6,32,000 less total payments made up to unsecured creditors. ಈ unsecured creditor ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನಾವು ಅಂದರೆ 2,500, 12,540 and 4 lakh. 4,15,040 we have paid. The balance available is 2,16,960. This is the amount available to make the payment to unsecured creditors. What is the amount of unsecured creditors? 2,30,000. That means we cannot pay full amount to unsecured creditors. Unsecured creditors ke nam kaili full amount ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ due to shortage of funds. Now first let us calculate the remuneration to liquidator. See, amount available 2,16,960 into 2 by 102. Idu calculate madidre you will get the remuneration 4,254. Amount available estittu 2,16,960 ittu. Adralli liquidator remuneration 4,254 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು. So balance amount must be paid to unsecured creditor. Balance amount ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ 2,16,960 minus 4,254. That is the balance amount to be paid to unsecured creditor is equal to 2,12,706. This is the final payment made to unsecured creditors. Okay. Dear students, let us move to next question, that is question number 6. Here we have a problem. Let us go through the problem first. ABC company went into liquidation on 31st December 2019. Their position on that date was as follows: 1000 preference shares of ₹100 each fully paid. 2000 equity shares of ₹100 each 75 paid. 2000 equity shares of ₹100 each, they paid 75. There 25 rupees in the balance ide. 2000 equity shares of ₹100 each fully paid. Unsecured creditors 3,80,000, assets realized 6,40,000, liquidation expenses 24,000, liquidators remuneration 5% on assets realized and 2% on the amount distributed to unsecured creditors. Okay, liquidator made a call of ₹25 on partly paid equity shares which was duly paid. Prepare liquidator's final statement of account. Okay, so this is a question. Now let us work out the question, or let us go through the answer part of the question. Liquidator's final statement of account. On the left hand side of the statement, we have to take assets realized. A single amount is given, assets realized at 6,40,000, take it here. Call money received. It is clearly stated that liquidator made a call of ₹25 on the partly paid equity shares which was duly paid. Andre ಅವನು ಕಾಲ್ ಮನಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 2000 equity shares of ₹100 each, 75 paid. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2000 equity shares ಮೇಲೆ 25 rupees per share ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಕಾಲ್ ಮನಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ 2000 shares into ₹25 each ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 50,000 rupees ಬರುತ್ತೆ. This is on the left hand side of the statement. Now let us move to right hand side or payment side of the statement. The first payment is liquidation expenses. It is given in the question, liquidation expenses ₹24,000, take it. Liquidators remuneration 5% on assets realized. Assets realized 6,40,000 ಇದೆ. 6,40,000 into 5%, 32,000. And next 3% on amount distributed to unsecured creditors. 3% on amount distributed to unsecured creditor. This we shall calculate later. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅದು. After that we should make payment to unsecured creditor. ಇಲ್ಲಿ it is very simple. ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. No need to make any calculation to find out the amount available to unsecured creditor. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ after liquidators remuneration directly we can make the payment to unsecured creditors. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಅನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ನೋಡಿ 6,90,000 rupees. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋದಷ್ಟು 24,000 plus 32,000, 56,000 ಇದೆ. ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿದ್ರೆ 56,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 6 lakh rupees ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಅನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 3,80,000 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಫುಲ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಅನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್. ಅನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಸಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು 3,80,000 ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಟು ಅನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್. 3,80,000 into 3 divided by 100 ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. 3,80,000 into 3 by 100. It comes to 11,400. 3,80,000 into 3 by 100, 11,000. Here 3 by 100 ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ we are making full payment to unsecured creditors. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು 100 ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಅನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ 3,80,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್. ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಐಟಮ್ ನೋಡಿ, 1,000 ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ₹100 each. ಅದನ್ನು ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ. 1,000 shares of ₹100 each, 1 lakh. Now whatever the balance amount is there, that should be paid to equity shareholders. 1,42,600 should be distributed to 4,000 equity shareholders. 4,000 equity shareholders ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2,000 equity shares ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2,000 equity shares ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ 4,000 equity shares ಆಯಿತು. 1,42,600 divided by 4,000 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ 1,42,600 divided by 4,000. It comes around 35.65. 35.65. So this is the final payment made to equity shareholders.